Good afternoon. Shout out to the almighty LDBC. That's the Lions Den boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know. I'll give y'all a second to come in here. Cause I want to talk about a couple things that I've noticed the last couple days. Talk about a couple things that I've noticed. Um, Shout out just again to the LDBC and the phenomenal work that all of the content creators within the LDBC are putting in and putting down for you know this wretched sport we call boxing. Um, Casa, what's up with it, bro? Blackout, what's up, family? 26 days. Jose Diaz, what's up, man? I'm a herb. Oh yeah, sure I am. What's up, Troll Killer? Still, I'm building a new channel, and this motherfucker still can't get half the views that I get on my videos. Square ass nigga. But anyways, I want to send a special shout out to Drew Titan, um, this whole entire panel that he had on last night, 78, in that phenomenal interview he had this morning. And I just had a conundrum or epiphany or whatever you want to call it. I just had a moment of clarity. And Wilder and Errol Spence, Boots, Devin Haney are the saving graces of boxing. They are. Think about it. Think about it. I hope it would scare the shit out of you. Yeah, if you open your iPad up and you look and see my face and say, "Oh, he's cute," then we have a problem. We have a big problem. Nah, I'm just playing, bro. We have a big problem. I want you to call me ugly. I want every last one of you dudes in here to call me ugly. I'm the ugliest son of a bitch on this planet. I don't give a shit. Nope. I don't want to be cute to no man. Hell no. Anyways, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua want to be cute to all the men and all that shit. Let them weirdos be weirdos. But anyways, just watching the interview with Malik Scott last night, very informative, full of jewels and gems, and to watch Deontay Wilder talk this morning, it really was reassuring that he's one of the pillars of the sport now. Of course, if y'all haven't heard by now, the WBC, the retard who scored the fight 117-110 has issued a statement basically apologizing for not paying it. That card was already filled out. So we already knew what play was in action. Boxing is self-destructive. They're killing themselves. They're destroying themselves. Yeah, Wilder's going to beat the shit out this man. DLG, what's up, family? Hey, if y'all want to donate to the channel, my Cash App is I am ill will, same as it always has been. If you want to donate to the channel. Yeah, Wilder's going to destroy fucking Fury. I don't even see no way Fury even wins this fight. I don't. There's too many mitigating circumstances that are not going to be in place this time that were in place in the second fight. It's not going to happen. Plus, Malik Scott said Wilder's probably going to come in at 240. 240? Moving like he's moving. And right now, he's at like 235, 230 something. He's at 2 something right now. Moving as fast as he's moving. And you put a boxing brain inside of a man with the power of a god, and you don't think that's going to come out. Fury somehow is going to box his way around here, and it's going to beat Deontay Wilder. He's going to outbox him. Underground Asylum, what's up, man? He's going to outbox him. For some reason, they all think that he's going to outbox Wilder like he outboxed him, like he's some platinum tier fucking boxer. No, Tyson Fury cannot fucking really box. Tyson Fury is just awkward and he's tall. That's the only thing that separates Tyson Fury from any other bum like Tom Schwartz or any other bum you want to go and name. He's no different than any of them motherfuckers. The only difference is he's 6'9" and awkward and weird. That's it. That is it. Doing all this shaking and slapping punches. He can't even line up a punch without holding someone's face. I'm just telling y'all, Wilder is one of the saving graces in boxing right now. He's the reason why we're still paying attention to it. Otherwise, we'd all be watching other fucking shit. We'd be watching other stuff like shit. We watch fucking. I got some of my homies getting into F1 racing. Got some me. I'm getting more back into doing music and recording. And man, everybody can find something else to do. And like I love my text thread because we are really some. Yeah, Mr. Shelton found him a niche where he's making videos and they're funny as hell and it's getting a lot of traction. We're all just forgetting about boxing. And we all came into this shit because we are all boxing fans, right? We're all boxing fans. All of us are boxing fans. And I'm not just talking about the casual decaf that dick ride fucking your favorite fighter just for the sake of riding for your favorite fighter. All because he shares the same nationality or color or hue that you have. We're real boxing fans. We watch boxing. We watch the sport. We love the sport. We love what the sport does because it's exciting. We go to the fights. We support our fighters. We do this. We buy pay-per-views. We invest money into this shit. We buy merch. You know what I'm saying? We invest a lot in this sport for them to turn around and spit on us every time. They spit in our faces. And people keep trying to pretend like Fury won that second fight clean. He did not. He didn't win this fight clean at all. Not in the least bit. Did not win this fight clean at all. Didn't. But, you know, looking back on it and looking at what we have now, yeah, I got the Bronze Bomber shirt too. I'm gonna get another one too. I'm gonna have to get one before the fight. I'm gonna have to order one real soon. I'm gonna have to order another shirt. Tyson Fury has done tore down the fucking, like the ones that they're trying to make the face of boxing is effectively tearing it down. They're destroying it. They're trying to make Oscar Valdez one of the faces of boxing. This motherfucker is sorry as hell. Sorry. And he know he lost that fight. Anybody who watched that fight with a post and two eyes knows that Oscar Valdez lost that fight. Mauricio Suleiman knows he lost that fight. Canelo knows he lost that fight. He knows it. That's why he was standing up arguing and yelling. Get in there and do something. You got to do something. Yelling from the side of the ring. That's why. Because he knows good and damn well Oscar Valdez was getting beat the fuck up. He knows it. We know it. We all know this shit. Everybody else is trying to either, like you got Jared Anderson who comes out saying the stupid shit he says. Oh, I'm not a coon. I'm not this. But you saying coon shit. You saying coon shit. You coming out here saying coon. You ain't cooning for Tyson. Oh, Tyson Fury's go. He's just a pure boxer. No, he's not. Have you ever sparred Deontay Wilder? No. Nope. Sure haven't. You sparred Fury. So how can you make a rational assumption about Tyson Fury having some kind of boxing advantage over Deontay Wilder when he doesn't? Clearly he doesn't. Because he had to cheat the man. Now, I don't go back to the same root of the whole thing, the root and the meat and the potatoes of the whole matter. Tyson Fury had to cheat in order to win against Deontay Wilder. He had to steal that belt off his waist. He had to steal it. That's the only way he could have won. He couldn't win it no other way. You can't win it off boxing skills. If that were possible, he would have won the first fight. He wouldn't have got knocked out in the first fight. So much for your boxing skills. See, BMTB made a great point last night on that interview with Malik Scott. He made a great point. If you think about it, Deontay Wilder has less fights than just about everybody in boxing, or most everybody in boxing. He's really green to this. He really hasn't unlocked his full potential. And even though people are talking about, well, he's 30, he's 36, you know, he's old, he's the no, motherfucker. He ain't had the right person to come along until now to unlock his full potential. And this is what's happening now. And this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Deontay Wilder has now unlocked the code to the full potential box in his head and in his skill set. And now you're going to see Deontay Wilder at full potential. Moving, sticking, foot movement, head movement, punch placement, utilizing the jab to keep the fight on the outside, not falling for the shaky bait, Tourette syndrome looking Tyson Fury shit that he be doing all the time, not allowing him to get in a hold and reach out and hold for him and grab him in headlocks and shit. That shit ain't gonna work this time. His body gonna get fucked up. Possum meat. Tyson Fury knows the walls are closing in and the countdown has begun. You have 20 some odd days until this fight goes down. And what can you do? What answers do you have for what Deontay Wilder has now unlocked? Because he hired a boxing brain to head his camp. What happens now? This man is doing 14 and 15 round sparring sessions, and y'all are out here putting out the narrative saying, well, I ain't got no more cigars, bro. I gotta go. Matter of fact, I gotta call my homie after I get off here and go pick up this keyboard, and then I'm gonna find some cigars. And hopefully I can go find some pretty good cigars, and I can slow down off these damn cigarettes. Fury knows he cheated. Y'all know he cheated. The boxing world knows he cheated. Everybody with a pulse and two eyes knows that Tyson Fury, the only way he had to gain any kind of suitable advantage over Deontay Wilder was for him to cheat. And that's what he did. The truth always, like what does Drew say? Drew always says, he always says what? The truth. A lie is just a long way to the truth. It's a long way to the truth. And that's essentially what Tyson Fury is doing. The truth is always going to come out. The truth is always going to be the truth. Period, point blank, the end of the story. And the truth of the matter is, if it wasn't for Deontay Wilder and Errol Spence, or Boots Ennis, or Devin Haney, we wouldn't be talking about boxing. I believe most of us would be out of this sport, leaving this sport alone for everything. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some retros. I'm trying to quit smoking too. I'm just trying to go to like strictly the cigars because I know I smoke them randomly, and I know I can stop them anytime I want to. But cigarettes, I've just been smoking them so long, I just need to quit. But looking back on everything that's been transpired, and like Usyk and AJ are fighting on the 25th of this month. And no one is uttered a word about it. No one said anything about it. No one cares. No one cares about Tyson, about Anthony Joshua fighting Usyk. This man has all the belts except one. And no one cares. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. No one's talking about it. There's no ads running everywhere about Usyk and Anthony Joshua being Clash of the Titans and this being the biggest fight in boxing, and everybody wants to see this and this. All you have is a bunch of garbage coming out of Eddie Hearn's mouth. And Eddie Hearn is walking around trying to interject Anthony Joshua's name in any conversation he can possibly try to get his name in, and it's failing big time because he already oversold Anthony Joshua. No one believes him. When he quit, essentially when Anthony Joshua quit against Andy Ruiz, that ruined all the credibility, everything that they have to say, all the hobjob and crap and all the other BS that they've been saying about Anthony Joshua being the face of boxing, being this, being that. He got all the belts and this, that, and the thing. What has Wilder done? Da, da, da. All that talk went out the window. All that talk has gone away. Ain't nobody talking about this man like that. No one cares about what Anthony Joshua has to say. No one cares about how many belts this clown. He could have 12 belts right now. No one would still give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care about this fight. Am I paying for it? Fuck no, I'm not paying for it. Deontay Wilder, though? Yes, I am paying for it. I am paying for it. $80 or however much it's going to be, I'm buying it the day of the fight. See, because if you put a fool in charge as the face of boxing, especially heavyweight boxing, like Tyson Fury, you get bullshit like this. You get not having a fight since February of last year. and we coming into it. We rolling into the fourth quarter of this year. October is the fourth quarter of this year. It's September. Today is my son's birthday. It's fucking September. You have not fought since February 22nd last year, and it's September. It's the 9th month of the year. It's only 3 months left. My birthday is in 2 months. My birthday is 2 months from today. 2 months. My birthday is 2 months away. 2 months away from me. And you haven't fought. Nope, I'm telling you, bro, we ain't seen no promotion, no commercials, no ads, no advertisements, no eccentric storylines and shit between Anthony Joshua and Usyk. We haven't seen nothing, but all the talk has been centered around who? This man, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. This man is essentially running boxing. Whether these clowns who get on this app, who gets on Twitter, who get on Instagram, all of them want to deny it. They can tell lies and they can lie to themselves constantly until they're blue in the face. They can do that. No one cares. The fact still remains that no one gives a flying dog ass about Anthony Joshua and Usyk fighting. No one cares. No one would give a fuck about Tyson Fury. Prime example. Before Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder, who was talking about Tyson Fury? Nobody. All the talk was centered around who? Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder possibly fighting for undisputed, which Anthony Joshua fumbled the fucking ball. He overplayed his hand. He overvalued himself. All these weirdos got on this app talking about all the accolades Anthony Joshua had, and then here comes the LDBC breaking down this man's resume, showing you that this son of a bitch ain't fought no fucking body. He fought an old ass, almost damn near Geritol fucking Vladimir Klitschko, and he got dropped in that fight. Barely won that fucking fight. Then he goes and the icing on the cake was when he fought Andrew Ruiz in Madison Square Garden and quit. He quit in the ring. Quit. B, salute to you, Queen. You have a fun day at work. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. What's up, bro? Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Anthony Joshua has essentially self-destructed himself, which is what a lot of boxers are doing right now, i.e., the Bud Crawfords, i.e., the fucking fuck, who else can I think of? Bud Crawfords of the world, fucking selling themselves short and getting their asses whooped because these motherfuckers are too ignorant and stupid to realize their own value. You got shit. Who else? There's plenty of other ones I can think of. We just it's the knockout. It's the denial for me. It's like they're reaching for something. They gotta reach for something. Like, you don't have to reach for anything with Deontay Wilder. He's exciting in every form of the word. He's exciting. Like, he gets in the ring, he does what he says. I'm gonna knock this motherfucker out. Cool. He gets in the ring, he knocks somebody out. Good night. Good sleep. Good night. Going to sleep, snoring. Close your eyes. Have a good day. You're going night-night. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a good one. Peace out. Go to sleep. Turn the lights off. Snooze button. Going to sleep. Your lights out. Get this man in an interview. He's going to be eccentric. He's going to be himself. He's going to be unapologetically black. And that activates not only his black fan base that he has already, because y'all know black fight fans are the ones who are one of the biggest consumers of fucking boxing that you're going to see. Let's just take facts. Latino and Mexican people and black people are the biggest connoisseurs of boxers that you want to go and see. And those are facts. Facts. Those are facts. Facts. We buy more pay-per-views. We go to more fights. We support more boxers. even though he still gets cheated on. And the world knows it. Mauricio Suleiman knows it. They all know it. All of them people know it. All of them weirdos know it. They all know it. They all fucking know it. They know it. Y'all know it. We know it. And that's a fact. Like, but again, I ask y'all again, who else in boxing is making more noise than Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder? Who? There is no one else. No one else. No one else whatsoever that is out here making as much noise as Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder essentially is carrying boxing on his back right now. And this man don't have a belt. His belt got stolen from him. This man don't need a belt. He's doing this shit for legacy. Wilder don't need no belt. Wilder's doing this shit because he knows he can. That's called belief in oneself. That's called a passion for something. Like, this man took boxing. He took boxing and started boxing because of the fact that his daughter was sick and he wanted to make sure that he did something to make sure she had nothing but the best care. So he did what he's naturally good at, fight. He did what he's naturally gifted at, fighting. This man comes in at 21 years old, and a year after he starts boxing, goes to the Olympics, and he's the only person on his team to medal in the Olympics, and he has a bronze medal. A bronze medal. Bronze medal. Tyson Fury did that shit. Tyson, what Olympic medal did Tyson Fury win? Since he's such a great boxer. Don't worry, I'll wait. Like I said, like BFTB, man, I'm telling y'all, BFTB is a fucking boxing brain. And I love boxing brains. Just like 78, they all are boxing brains. And I love picking their brains, and I love listening to them talk, and I love listening to them break down shit. And I gather my own thoughts. And it starts making sense. Like, Wilder really is green. If you think about it, Wilder is green. He's just now unlocking his full potential in boxing. He's still got a few good years left. A few great years left. Because this man knocks out everybody. The only trouble you've ever seen Deontay Wilder in his whole career was due to someone cheating. Let me run that by y'all again. The only real trouble you've ever seen, of course, you have the Luis Ortiz 7th round fiasco, but you've seen what Wilder did. He was able to clinch, he was able to get himself out of trouble, and he was able to sustain himself to get out of that round. And he comes back and knocks out Luis Ortiz. Mac is Mac, what's up with it, family? My bro. That's what he essentially was able to do. He was able to maintain, clinch, get himself out of trouble. Because he got hurt bad by Luis Ortiz. Got hurt pretty bad. And knock him the fuck out. How many people has knocked out Arthur Spilka in the manner that Deontay Wilder knocked him out in? There's none. There has not been none. There's not been none. Chris Arreola, none. Dominic Brazil, none. No one's flatlined this man in one round. Anthony Joshua, it took him 8 rounds to beat him. It took him 8 rounds to beat Dominic Brazil. Wilder did it in 1, in 2 minutes and 43 seconds. 2 minutes, 43 seconds. Knocked him out. Erased essentially what Dominic Brazil was. And then Dominic Brazil just showed you, when he came back to fight Otto Wallen, exactly what happens when you get in the ring against Deontay Wilder. Bermane Stiverne too. But you have weirdos. Get on the computer. Who's never fought a day in their life. Who can't fight now. They'll come out and they'll say Anthony Joshua is the face of boxing. They'll say that Wilder ain't shit, and Wilder can't do this, and Wilder can't do that, and Wilder is a bum, and Wilder, da 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 da, and blah 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 blah. They'll say everything under the sun. They'll say everything under the sun to try to tear Deontay Wilder down. When they were saying that he can't box, this man hires a boxing brain and has unlocked his full potential. And now y'all saying he don't look good on pads and stuff. Right, knockout box. That was gonna be my next point. Deontay Wilder, if Fury shows his bitch ass up, it's gonna get the ass whooping of a lifetime. He's gonna get an ass whooping of a lifetime. Let's just know that Fury ain't coming out of this fight as a champion. I'm just gonna let that be known now. If he shows up, he's not. Well, either way it goes, he's still not gonna come out of this a champion. He's not. He is not. He is not. He's not gonna come out of this a champion at all. Either way it goes, if he shows up, if he don't show up, he's not coming out of this as a champion. Is not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Right, Sammy and Son. He can't. They can't. They can't beat him. They can't. Wilder's he got two equalizers. He's gonna knock you out either the left or right hand. He's gonna knock you the fuck out. He's going to knock you out. Don't care who you are. I'm on the porch, baby. Babe, I'm on the porch. She thought I went somewhere. I'm just sitting right here and she can look at the camera. Can y'all still hear me? I just want to make sure y'all can hear me because when people call, it'll mess up the audio. Can y'all still hear me? I want to make sure y'all can still hear me. I want to make sure y'all can still hear me. Oh, he's getting knocked the fuck out. I'm gonna assure y'all that he's getting knocked the fuck out. But it's gonna be painful on the way down though. It's gonna be painful for Fury, and he knows it. Fury knows it. His raggedy, goofy ass, no tooth having ass daddy knows it. They know it. They all know it. They all know it. Bob Arum knows this shit. Bob Arum knows this shit. Bob Arum knows damn well. Why y'all think Bob Arum ain't spoke on this shit yet? He ain't spoke on this shit since then. He had so much mouth before this arbitration, going everywhere, doing interviews everywhere. He's doing everything under his power to try to shit on Wilder, to try to hype up Tyson Fury as if Tyson Fury walks amongst gods and all this other shit. They've done everything essentially. They've done everything in their power to try to make Tyson Fury some false god. But then you have Wilder. You got Wilder. Wilder don't need no additives. He don't need nobody pumping up the hype train. You just go watch his highlight reels, and you be just excited as we are. But then you got weirdos out here who don't know how to appreciate shit like that. And then you end up with Oscar Valdez. And then you end up with Maestre. And then you end up with the WBA being a worthless piece of shit. Then you end up with Mauricio Sulaiman and the WBC being worthless pieces of shit. And again, I say, Deontay Wilder is one of the saving graces of this raggedy, dying-ass sport. It is. Deontay Wilder is the saving grace of boxing. He is the saving grace. Look what happened when the arbitration got announced. Then Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao gets announced. Boxing is rejuvenated. Tyson Fury disrupted and destroyed that. Destroyed the momentum of boxing. Then that gives another opportunity for MMA to do exactly what? Announce Colby Covington versus fucking Usman, Kamaru Usman. And steal the fucking momentum from boxing yet again. They just essentially telling Dana White, man, fuck it, we don't care about maintaining this sport. All we care about is money. All we care about is greed. All we care about is lining our pockets. That's all we care about. All we care about is having who we want, who we think should be a champion, or who we think is this, not based on skills, not based on accolades, not based on none of that shit. Skills from Normas, what's up with it, family? Not based on none of that shit. And that's what they're doing, essentially. That is exactly what the fuck they're doing. They're doing that, and they're doing it, and they don't care. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They do not care. They do not care at all. They don't. And I'm all right with that. I am okay with that. I am okay with it. You know why? Because at the end of the day, time reveals all truth, like my brother Drew Titan always says. And it's so eloquently put. And it means so much, and it tells so much, and all in one sentence. Time reveals all truth. And all Wilder has is time. Time is on his side. Yes, it is. Time is on Wilder's side, not Fury's. See, Wilder can go in this fight with a clear conscience, clear mind, clear everything. Wilder don't have anything to prove. All he has to do is go in and fight. Fury, on the other hand, he has to go in this fight. He has to put on the same performance, if not better, than the one he put on in the second fight that all of his minion, mindless fucking dumbasses on the internet, all old media, and everybody else who's patting him on his back, he's got to live up to the hype that he created. He's got to live up to it. Now, then he comes out and says he's the most destructive puncher in boxing. You got to live up to that. You can say it all you want to. Doesn't mean it's true. So now you have to live up to the fucking lie that you put out. You got to live up to it. So now you got a monster on your hands. You got all this pressure to go and do everything. You done said you're going to roll through this man like an 18-wheeler. You're going to knock him spark out. You're going to beat him faster this time, and it's going to be worse. You're going to beat him to bits. You're going to smash him to bits. You done said all of this dumbass shit in the media. Everybody has all the receipts. We have all the receipts right here in our hands. We have all the receipts. And you have to live up to what you said. You have to live up to your own hype. You have to live up to it. And there is not one person on this planet who can save you right now but you. Wilder has nothing to lose. Zero. He has everything to gain. See, what you fail to realize, Tyson Fury, what you fail to realize is the caliber of person that you cheated. You don't understand what you've done. Nor does your dumbass fan base. Nor does Bob Barrow. Nor does Mauricio Suleiman. Y'all do not understand the monster you created. You didn't. Mark Wonderlich, what's up with it, man? Y'all want to donate to the channel, the Cash App's going across the bottom of the screen, and hit the like button. But y'all don't love me no more? Y'all ain't gonna hit the like button for me? Y'all ain't gonna hit it for a man? Hit the like button. Shit. I'm telling y'all, y'all unlocked a monster that Wilder didn't even know existed inside him. You essentially gave the keys to a man. You gave the keys to a man who was already in his head the best in the world to himself. He already was confident. The confidence was there. He didn't need no more extra confidence and no one line to stroke his ego to make him feel the way he feels. He feels the way he feels because he feels the way he feels. Now you've unlocked a fucking monster. And there's nobody on this planet that can stop him. Right, Mark Wonderlich. I'm on the boat with you, bro. Fuck Fury, fuck his stinking ass fans, his raggedy ass family. Fuck him. Fuck him. I don't like him. Fuck his punk ass brother, Tommy Fury, his other fat ass punk ass brother, his fat, raggedy, stinking ass daddy. Fuck all them niggas. They don't understand what they created, though. They created a man who just so happens. See, when people think that, oh man, we got him, man. It's over with. When people count you out, when people dismiss you, when people blow you off, when people say you're done, that's usually when the light comes on, everything settles down, and the real you shines. Y'all get me? Y'all get me? Y'all get what I'm saying? Normally when your back is against the wall and essentially you're at your lowest, that usually brings out the best in that person. I remember when I lost my mom, I was at the lowest, but that brought out so much of the best qualities in myself that I didn't realize that I had just way deep down in my soul. You essentially done the same thing to Deontay Wilder. You made this man realize who he was. And you also put somebody in place to unlock his full potential. Because like I said, though he has 44 fights, this man is still green. Still green. And he's learning more. That's the worst thing. Anthony Joshua's best chance to beat Deontay Wilder was 5 years ago. That was his best chance. Now, there ain't a chance in hell Anthony Joshua beats Deontay Wilder. Ain't one. Ain't one. There ain't a heavyweight that you can name right now that can beat Deontay Wilder. There ain't one. If you think there's a heavyweight that can beat Deontay Wilder, name one. It damn sure ain't Slow Joyce. It damn sure ain't Daniel Dubois. All Wilder has to do is jab him. He won't move out of the way. His face is a magnet for jabs. Joe Joyce is slower than molasses on a turtle's back, riding on top of a snail. On an oil slick. Slow Joyce, a.k.a. the Juggernaut, gets knocked the fuck out. In emphatic fashion. Goes to sleep. He's nothing but a punching bag the whole fucking time. And he hasn't felt power like Deontay Wilder. A man who essentially can knock out people who weigh 40 to 60 pounds heavier than he is. Jared Anderson will get knocked the fuck out too. Jared Anderson, if you didn't watch his last fight, I think it was either his last fight or the fight before that one, when he fought that black dude that he knocked out in the 6th round. Nah, brother. If that dude had a little bit more power, he'd have knocked Jared Anderson the fuck out. And that's the only reason why Jared Anderson got that win over dude too, because dude was fucking tired. Remember the black guy had on the black trunks? And he knocked him out in the 6th round? Yeah, he was tired. Exhausted. No gas. Like Kovalev against Yard. Remember? I'm telling y'all, Jared Anderson would get knocked the fuck out. This version of Deontay Wilder versus Jared Anderson. Good night. Good night. Good night. F.A. Ajaba, food. Good night. Good night. Good night. There ain't a heavyweight right now that I see even a small threat to Deontay Wilder. I don't see one. I don't. You can't be slow fighting Wilder. Because Wilder always looking for a way to knock you out. He's always looking for a way to knock you out. That's why you see him leaning. He's looking for his chance. You see Tate Davis? Tate Davis does it too. He sit there and look at you. He got that look in his eye, like he's looking like he's countering. And he and you throw a jab, he's countering, and he's looking. He's moving his head. He's looking. He throws up a block. He's looking. He throws out a jab. He's looking. He's timing in his head at the same time. But they say this man ain't got no skills. I don't see nobody knocking Wilder out. I don't see nobody giving this man no problems. I don't see nobody going 12 rounds with Wilder and surviving. There was only one person who did it and did it the right way. That was Bermane Stiverne in the first fight. Bermane Stiverne is the only human being walking on this planet who didn't cheat Wilder, who lasted 12 rounds. Tyson Fury cheated in both fights. He had to cheat. His big sloppy ass ain't beating Wilder. He knows it. He knows he's the most destructive puncher. The most destructive puncher. And again, I go back to my point. Wilder is the saving grace of boxing. And I believe when Wilder, Errol Spence Jr. essentially lead the sport and retire, I'm retiring with him. Or I might just stick around for Boots. That is, if they don't screw Boots over again and again and again. If they don't dick Boots around and these biased ass rankings and shit, I told y'all yesterday what they should do to fix it. One sole fucking commission voted by the boxers, the fighters. One solid commission, yo, to get rid of the Mauricio Suleimans, to get rid of all of these fucking biased pieces of shit running all of these sanctioning bodies. Get rid of all of those belts and have 2 belts per division. An interim belt and a world title. Undisputed. The world title is undisputed. So there's no question. The only way you fight that world title holder is you have to hold the interim belt. That means you have to fight for it. There ain't no bullshit ass rankings. The rankings are constituted by the commission. That one commission. Get rid of all of these motherfuckers. Get all these hands, these promoters' hands, out of the pockets of all of these people. And shout out again to my brother Akondo for playing that clip that he played yesterday. Go back and watch the beginning of my show from yesterday, and you will hear the clip yourself. It's about 2 minutes long. Yeah, former fighters. They should have a commission of former fighters, like the Evander Holyfield, so they still get paid from a sport that essentially robbed them. They have CTE getting back. There's no fucking explanation that you can name right now as to why anyone would think it was any way remotely safe or smart or anything entertaining to have a 58-year-old man to get in the ring last minute against Vitor Belfort and think that was entertainment. That was not. That was a mugging. That was stupid. That wasn't entertaining at all. That was dumb as fuck. I done heard one too many stories of boxers, former boxers who done came in the sport, gave the sport everything they could, walk out the sport with CTE and brain damage, and they ain't got shit to show for it. And they over here working at Walmart and Harris Teeter and fucking Lowe's and shit, having to get jobs. These motherfuckers should never have to work again. Put them in positions to where they still make money off the sport without having to get in the ring. Do what the WWE does. Everybody behind the scenes in the WWE are former wrestlers. Don't believe me? Go look. I'm a big-time wrestling fan. I know this shit because I met them. Do exactly what the WWE is doing. Put your former fighters in positions of power to influence the sport in the right direction. And get it out of the hand of these greedy-ass dumbasses who never fought a day in their life. Like Bob Arum. Like Eddie Hearn. Like all of these clowns. Get them out of the ring. Get them out. Make the jobs of the promoters be just only that. Promote fights. That's it. You ain't got no say-so in where they fighting, who they fighting, how much they make. You ain't got no say-so. It's only up to the boxers. Period. Because you can migrate some of the rules that are in the sanctioning bodies that these motherfuckers ain't following anyway. You can make them and actually adhere to those rules. And boxing would work. And all of this shit would essentially go away. Because that dude coming out, that dude who scored that fight 117 to 110, they can suspend him. They can fire him. There's just going to be another one to pop up just like that. Like that. It's going to be another bootlicking fucking dumbass in somebody's pocket to come along and do the same thing that he did. And yet other fighters are going to get screwed. Talking about the future generation, the Shakur Stevensons, the Devin Haney's of the world, the Boots Ennis's of the world, the Speedy Rashidis of the world, the Gary Antoine Russells, the Gary Antonio Russells of the world. I'm talking about those fighters. I'm worried about their safety. I'm worried about their security. I'm worried about them building legacies for themselves so when they get out of boxing, they never have to worry about doing what Mike Tyson's doing right now, or Evander Holyfield, or any of these former old boxers who need to set the fuck down, like Roy Jones. It needs to be like that. That's the problem, BBG. It needs to be that way. The solution that they never done is the solution that will fix all this. Greed is killing boxing. Greed. And it ain't just money. Greed for clout. Greed for attention. Greed for money. Greed to just have your name out there. Those are killing boxing. That's killing boxing. That's essentially what's killing boxing. Y'all know it and I know it. That's killing boxing. So, and while they're doing that, they're going to continue to murder the sport. And more people are going to start leaving it. And before that happens, while it's happening right now, before that happens, you could save it. You could save it. Boxing has the potential to be the best sport on the planet. It's exciting. It's amazing to watch two men get in the ring and use their God-given skills. You have one King Bunny, what's up, family? You have one fucking governing body that controls everything from drug testing to how fighters are ranked. And you have those under the guise of that being pushed by the fighters. You have a boxers union. You have those fighters pushing for the rights because those fighters know more than everybody. They're in the ring. They're getting punched. They're getting hit. They're getting all this stuff. They're catching everything on the... But the power of them to make their own decisions is in the hand of a promoter who does nothing but steal money off of them. Sanctioning fees and dumbass shit like that. Boxing could be great. You can take a small percentage of the pay-per-view sales and that can go right back to reinvesting into the commission instead of taking it from these fighters. So they can go and essentially pay their overhead, their trainers, nutritionists, strength and conditioning coaches, and all that, the marketing teams and all that shit. They can go into doing all of that themselves instead of them having to worry about someone in their hand in their pocket. But anywho, I'm gonna get off here and go get me and my wife some food. Y'all be good. Shout out again to the LDBC. And again, Deontay Wilder is the saving grace of boxing. He is. Him and Errol Spence are the saving grace of boxing. Not Terrence Crawford. He ain't doing shit. You got to force him into a purse bid for him to fight some damn body. It has to be mandated, you know. But that's just it. How do you kill the sport? You enforce mandatories. You enforce these fighters to do what they're supposed to do. You also encourage clean fighting. You do all of that. And all of this shit goes away. And we don't have to have conversations like this. The LDBC wouldn't even be here Had any of this stuff that I'm talking about right now been rectified a long time ago, it wouldn't be no LDBC. That's why we're here. But anyways, I'm gonna get me and the wife some food. Y'all be good. Again, shout out to the almighty LDBC, 78 Sports TV, BFTV Boxing, Drew Titan, all the content creators in the LDBC. Salute to every last one of you guys. I am your boy. I am True Will. I'm working on my new intro video. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be lit, and I can't wait for y'all to see it. But y'all have a fantastic and wonderful day. Just right, Picasso. You're right. You're right. But y'all have a good day. And y'all make sure y'all tune in to go over to Cadillac Red and them boys over there at Spring Beast Boxing Talk. They're going on at 4:15. Go and listen to them boys. I'm gonna be listening to them. I'm about to go get my keys and get my wallet and go get me and my wife some food. Y'all have a good day. Again, shout out to the almighty LDBC. That's the Lions Den Boxing community. I am your boy. I am Trill Will. Y'all already know what it is, man.